Hello, Medicare Advantage risk adjustment operators, innovators, and learners. Welcome to another learning series of the Hughes Academy Risk Adjustment Made Easy, the Medicare Advantage kind. If today is your first time joining us, we want to say thank you. If you have been studying with us throughout the month and throughout the years, we also want to say thank you for joining us today. I am your host today, Dr. Prince Beua. If you have not subscribed to our channel, I will encourage you to subscribe because it helps us to reach a wider audience, and also it helps you not to miss anything that we release on our channel. So I will encourage you to subscribe. Throughout this month, we've been studying on the payment year 2027 advance notice and looking at some of the changes and how you and your team can understand and be able to prepare yourself on any of the proposals. If CMS finalizes them, or even if CMS make any changes, at least you are aware for the impact it will be on your risk adjustment revenue, and also downstream on other things that these revenue help you accomplish for your members. We've gone through several of them throughout this month. So if today is the first time that you are watching us, I will encourage you to go back and look at the others. I will have the links to the prior videos in the description, so you can go and watch all the other videos that are in this lesson series. Today we are covering ESRD, the End-Stage Renal Disease, and CMS has a different model that specifically work on developing the risk scores for ESRD, for PACE and non-PACE. So we will take some time to look at some of the changes that CMS is proposing for the payment year 2027 regarding the ESRD population. These videos are short and straight to the point, but the advance notice has much more information in there. So I will encourage you, as you watch these videos, you will also go back to the advance notice to really dig deeper into them. And if you find anything interesting you would like to share, we will be very happy to also hear from you in the comments. For payment year 2027, CMS proposed for the ESRD non-PACE, things are fairly similar. The 2023 CMS HCC for dialysis and transplant, and also the same for the functioning graft, is the same one that is being proposed for payment year 2027. So there isn't much changes here in the non-PACE side for ESRD. For the PACE side, similar to the non-PACE, you will see that there isn't much changes here. The 2019 CMS HCC ESRD for dialysis and transplant, 2019 for the functioning graft are the same ones that you're seeing here for on the PACE side for 2027. And the 2023 also seen here for 2023. And you may be wondering why the PACE has multiple here compared to the non-PACE, because the PACE is leveraging the RAPS and fee-for-service data, and also the ED and fee-for-service data in terms of the blend. CMS proposes to discontinue to use unlinked chart reviews for non-PACE plans, and this applies to ESRD as well. And on the PACE plans, the unlinked chart reviews are still there. So depending on the type of program you are working in, you want to know the differences and be able to make sure the right data make it in as you do your comparative analysis here. Looking at some of the numbers, the slide is a little busier because the same thing for the PACE area, CMS is still doing the blend with the RAPS data and the encounter data, and therefore you see multiple here compared to the non-PACE side. For payment year 2026, CMS had the 1090 blend of RAPS and encounter respectively, where in payment year 2027, CMS is proposing to do a 50-50 blend of the RAPS and the encounter. So you see the normalization factors here for the 2019, which is the RAPS one, and 2023, which is the encounter one. And you see the same here for payment year 2027 proposed for the RAPS and also for the encounter. On the non-pay side, because it's 100% encounter data, there's the 2023 model that is being used. And you'll see the normalization factors that CMS is proposing compared to what we saw in 2026. And the Medicare Advantage coding intensity factors stays the same, 5.9%. So as you work with your ESRD population, these are depending on if you're PACE, you have a blend. If you're non-PACE, it's 100%. What are some action plans? Looking at how many members that are in each of the segment, dialysis versus functioning graft versus functioning graft, total membership that are ESRD overall, and then breaking them down into the various subsections and looking at risk score from those side. And even if you're PACE, you want to now add on comparatively looking at the RAPS data and encounter data and trying to figure those things out. So those are some key questions that can help you start looking at the proposals for ESRD and how that affect you. And as CMS finalizes these, you can now rerun these analysis to see how this will impact your ultimate payment. Many times we may take some of the averages and it may not necessarily be your plan. So being able to run these numbers is critically needed so that you know the impact this will have on your risk adjustment and your revenue, and ultimately you do have for developing programs and activities and things for your members. So definitely these are critically needed analysis to accomplish. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me and then we can discuss how I can be of help. As I end, today's the last of the topic for this month. I will encourage you, if you're not already a member of our email list, you go to our website, www.thehealsacademy.com/risk adjustment made easy. Get a chance to get our signature gift from Chaos to Clarity, the essential comparison cheat sheet on MA risk adjustment data sources. This cheat sheet as you work your way through Medicare Advantage risk adjustment. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me and I'll be happy to talk to you through this. Otherwise, I will catch you same time next week as we pick up a new topic. Bye for now.